Ko Mount Aspiring toko maunga, ko Waimakariri toko awa, no Otatahi aho. Ko Hodgkin toko tapu, ko Emma toko ingoa. Tēnā koutou, tēnā koutou, tēnā koutou katoa. Kia ora, I'm Emma Hodgkin, and this is my application for the 2022 Medical Imaging degree at ARA. I'm really excited to put forward my application, and it's a long time coming. My dream was to always go into medicine when I finished school in 1999, but unfortunately life has taken other turns and I wasn't able to pursue this. I have however had a 20-year career in public health, working in central government, DHBs and not-for-profits, and have always had this niggling feeling that clinical practice is where I should be. After becoming unwell last year and giving up my CEO role, I've thought long and hard about where my future will be, and I keep coming back to clinical practice and medical imaging. I first learnt more about medical imaging when working on the Health Precinct project in 2015 and became really excited by the work that is happening in Canterbury in medical imaging research and development, and also learnt more about the role that this plays in clinical practice in diagnostics and treatment. It quickly became apparent that it's a very multidisciplinary field with lots of components that are exciting and ever-changing. I also learned that these technicians are at the forefront, interacting with patients on the start of their journey and often at different points of their journey, and provide a key link to a number of other clinical specialists in the health system. It's very important in the public and private clinical practice setting that imaging is done accurately, efficiently, and effectively. Imaging can literally save lives. I've experienced imaging myself through my health conditions and have undergone a number of CTs, X-rays, MRIs, and ultrasounds. It's always changing and there's always something new to learn, and this is what really attracts me to this role. I also love working with people and lots of different types of people, and I've interacted with lots in my time working in the health sector. I've worked a lot with Māori and Pacific providers, from people with all ethnic backgrounds and from different communities with different health conditions, and I feel that I'm well suited to become a medical imaging technician. I have three young children who like to do crazy things at times, and I myself have been the parent in that imaging room with a suspected broken limb. I feel that I can empathise with lots of different patients. I've been the patient many a times, I've been the parent of the patient, and I've also been the support person for another patient. I understand the demands of the role and the role that this fits in the wider health system. You're often seeing patients at their worst or their most vulnerable, and that is a really special privilege, I think. You're seeing patients in all sorts of settings and with a range of different concerns, and they're often anxious and nervous. Whether it's mammography or ultrasounding for a pregnancy or diagnosing a broken leg, it's a privileged position with patients so vulnerable. The two things that I noticed mostly from the videos of the scenarios was the focus on process. The technician was very task focused and process focused. She made sure that she did the exact same thing every time with a huge degree of efficiency and accuracy. The other thing I noticed was how careful she was not to overstep her clinical boundaries and stick to the facts. She was empathetic, she spoke to the patients, and she gave them the information they needed without being ambiguous or misleading or overstepping her clinical expertise and area. I think that I would bring a lot of strong skills to this degree. I'm compassionate, I'm empathetic, I'm smart, I'm hardworking, and I have a significant amount of life experience. I'm eager to learn, and I really want to, and I'm really committed to the best health outcomes for all people. That is something I've always been incredibly passionate about. Thank you for considering my application, and I hope that I'll be an asset to the ARA program next year. I look forward to hearing from you. Nō reira, tēnā koutou katoa.